I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park tomorrow from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to our podcast. Bit of a gift for a lot of people yesterday in Sydney. Great charity event put on by Sony. It's called Wharf Award. Yeah. And there were two special guests there yesterday, Michael Whipfley and Kate Ritchie.
Wow.
And
there were a lot of other special guests.
Not really,
but,
no.
But thank you so much.
Who performed, guys? Who were the standouts? Angus Julia Stone, amazing.
Yeah, Guy Sebastian, Sam Fisher.
Yes, the cast of And Juliet were performing as we arrived.
So there was a whole lot of talent there. There was also a surprise performance, Fitz, and I had no idea this was going to happen, by a girl by the name of Kate Ritchie. Now,
no way.
She played the role of Sally on Home and Away, so it only made sense for her to get up and sing the Home and Away theme song and get the entire crowd of Woolloomooloo Wharf to sing along.
For money, for charity.
For everybody. I had an eargasm, Fitz. It was so good. It was extraordinary.
Oh, you can hear it now.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Formula One kicks off today, warm-up. We've got... Kate's here as well. Hi, Kate, sorry. I know you're a big Drive to Survive fan.
Got a bit of a technical issue in this. You there, Kate?
No.
You know what? Someone's worried I'm going to sing again.
Hang on. We've got a mic problem.
What's happened with the mic?
The mics aren't
None of them are working.
on,
Kate,
mate.
jump on my mic.
Kate, why don't you come and squeeze on my chair? We can share this microphone.
Okay.
There you are.
See, I do have something great to say.
I mean, yesterday.
You know we belong. No, sorry.
We're going to talk about that later too, because there was one moment where Hughesy tried to drown you out, and I thought you never interrupt Kate Ritchie singing the Home and Away theme song.
Was Hughesy there?
Yeah, he was, and he was trying to go over the top of you, and I went, no, mate, you do not do that to Kate Ritchie. Got to be like urinating on the Opera House. That's an icon, and you have interrupted it.
We were lucky enough this week as a team to go down to Melbourne and speak to the magnificent Dan Ricciardo. He puts a smile on your face, doesn't he?
Superstar.
Lovely.
Magnificent. And, you know, the hit series Drive to Survive. I know, Kate, you've been doing your own one, Hide to Survive. But Drive to Survive...
I'm working through it, Fitz. I'm working through it.
We got to sit down with him for half an hour. I had a great chat with Dan Ricciardo. Here's part 2 of that.
When I said that we were going to be talking to you today, there is so much love for you, and I think everyone I mentioned it to said, apparently he's a really nice guy. Now, I know you don't have to take that into the race with you, and you don't want to get too bogged down in that, but what would you like people to think about Daniel Ricciardo as, not only a driver, but as a bloke, as a person?
Well, I feel like the way I've gone about kind of racing in my career is I've always tried to kind of stay myself in terms of, like the competitor is the competitor, but off track, I'll try to have fun with interviews and try to crack a joke or have a smile and not take myself too seriously. I think I take the sport seriously, but not myself. And when I came into the sport and, 2014 was my first year with Red Bull, and I think a lot of people thought, this kid is still a bit of a joker and maybe doesn't take it too seriously. Sure. So I felt like then I had a point to prove, no, I do take it seriously. That's just me off track. Yeah. And I think now people understand that, I can kind of balance me, but then...
You can be both. When was the moment where you thought, I can drive and I can do this and I can win and Because it's amazing. It is really, it's a very like that's like a niche skill, isn't it?
It is. I think so. I will answer that question, but when I sat on the sidelines last year for the 6 months, seeing the sport from a kind of different perspective, I also it made me realize how nuts the sport is, because I've done it my whole life and you just kind of in it. I know it's cool and it's intense and whatever, but you kind of in a way forget as well. So being a spectator, so to speak, for 6 months, so then getting back in a car when I drove the first time last July, intimidating again. There was a little bit of fear and nerves and whatever, because it's kind of scary, right? So then after 2 laps or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm back in my comfort zone. But yeah, we kind of forget probably how intense it is. I think that's where like Drive to Survive probably shine a good light on it, and I think that's where a lot of appreciation came, you know, from just maybe a non-fan or a non-enthusiast. They could maybe understand or respect the sport a bit. But yeah, when did I realise? It was probably the first time I drove an F1 car. It was in 2009, and I was like, man, this is kind of scary, and can I do it? But part of me was also like, I want to do it and I want more of it. And I like this feeling of being a little bit scared, but I enjoy that rush. So, and then I did, let's say, relatively well in my first test. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do this. And then, yeah, it's like I had a little bit of a taste of it. And I was like, okay, I want all of it. I want all the cake.
What a superstar. Daniel Ricciardo, good luck this weekend.
Yeah.
There was a moment where we were in the Optus store down in Melbourne that we finished the interview and we looked around and went, oh, God, there's a lot of people here for us. That's awesome. There was how many people were out the front of Optus trying to get a glimpse of Daniel Ricciardo?
I know, they were gathering. Phenomenal. It's like when you watch sunrise and all those people hang outside the windows to wave.
Hi, Mum.
But they weren't there for us. They were there for Daniel. And that was quickly realised as we left the building in our sunglasses. No one followed us.
No one cared.
They stayed.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about a sensational day. Well done to everybody involved. The restaurants, Woolloomooloo Wharf yesterday.
Was Lawsy there down at Otto? I know he sits out the front there, John Laws, and just
we didn't get
sometimes you got to peel him out of the seat, don't you?
Well, it might be the one day he can't get a seat.
Well, I think what happens to Fitz now is he can just pull up in his golf cart and the food is served to the cart, so he doesn't even need to get out of it.
Wow.
$1.5 million for youth cancer patients and their families at the Sony Wharf Award, the fundraiser yesterday. Congratulations to everybody that made such a generous donation. Let's talk about the entertainment on the day, because there were some big acts. Angus and Julia Stone, haven't heard from them for ages.
Tick.
And bang, they found themselves on stage. Guy Sebastian, Sam Fisher, Antidote is the name of their song.
Talented.
They performed for the first time live together. That was awesome.
How about that great band? Let's try and remember the name of the guys from New Zealand with the crazy hair and the sunglasses.
LMFAO?
Oh, no. But they were incredible.
They were awesome as well.
I will find out that for you.
So many good acts. One act which I didn't see on the card was... because I was looking at it going, what a lineup, man. How are they going to squeeze all this talent in? It was an artist known as Kate Ritchie. Now, you may have heard her work with Troy Cassar-Daley. She's known for country songs like what was it, Jackson, which was sung on this show 18 years since It Takes Two.
Yeah, I know.
And we celebrated not long ago with Troy.
We did.
And then yesterday, as we were raising money, I looked at Kate and I said, I'll donate $1,000 if you sing that theme song from Home and Away.
Oh, tough.
And look, you didn't really say anything, but you didn't say no. I kind of thought,
well, it's what I usually do. I look at you, but I'm just no, I'm not listening to you. I'm actually thinking, what's he dribbling now? So I didn't think too much about it.
So when I said to Aaron Molan, come over here and give me that microphone, I'll donate everybody $1,000 for anybody if Kate Ritchie sings Home and Away. And then you looked at me, Kate Ritchie, and said $2,000.
Double it, yeah. Well done, Kate. Great move.
Deal.
Well, it
the stage is now yours.
It's for charity, and I thought, after it was only a week ago, I was singing with Troy Cassar-Daley, and really, if I want to get out of here and stop wasting my life and begin that
music career,
I'd always hoped for. What better way to unleash the beast than at a Sony Foundation
whatever you want to call yourself. But how wonderful that everybody on the wharf, how many people were there? 150,000?
Oh, something like that.
Everybody got involved.
They were getting involved, and before I had even sat down, I received a text message from my girlfriend Julie.
Yeah, my friend Julie,
who is the producer of Home and Away, is now, the EP and head of drama at 7. Before I'd sat down, she sends me a message saying, nice rendition of the theme song. I'm like, are you here? She said, no, I've just been sent a video. Awesome. So it's everywhere. It did travel quickly, and it was great fun.
Go to the Fitzy Fitzy Wippa, Kate Ritchie Instagram page, but please enjoy the audio now. Listen to this.
You know we belong together. From the very first moment I saw you. I felt such emotion. Oh, if you put your hands in the air,
It's me working the crowd.
What was interesting was the crowd sort of sung along and they were with you, and then there was a lull after the first chorus where you then tried to go into the second verse.
Because it's like the Australian national anthem. Nobody knows verse 2.
No.
And this is the thing with theme songs on television shows. Because advertising is becoming much more important and they don't want to lose viewers, the theme songs and the opening titles have become shorter and shorter. I don't even know if they play it
There's
anymore.
an option to skip most intros now.
Yeah.
We tried to do that yesterday.
When I was listening to that audio, I was pressing on the skip button, but it wasn't working.
Come on.
Kate Ritchie singing for the kids in the footage on our socials.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park tomorrow from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
Fitzy, Wippa and Kate's Married at First Sight dinner party.
Oh my God.
Don't miss the final Married at First Sight commitment ceremony, Sunday 7 p.m. on 9 and 9 Now.
God, there's only one more show to go. This is the big one. This is the final commitment ceremony as well. This is when you then have to make a decision. Do you want to sort of stick together, make out that we're in love, ring the Daily Mail, see if that they can take a couple of shots off us so we can get a couple $100 for those shots?
Do you know what happens at this stage?
Tell us to meet us at Clovelly Beach like yesterday, Eden and Jaden.
You know what happens, Fitz? It's now at this stage where they realise it's wrapping up. Two of the girls then pretend that they're in a relationship and they've started hooking up, and they head to the beach and occasionally make out for publicity reasons.
Oh no, it's crazy.
Normally it's the one with the biggest boobs. So.
But you had to register on the Nova Player app or online at novafm.com.au. We could be calling you back. Stephanie in Wattle Grove, you're going to the dinner party.
Hey, Steph.
Yes!
All right,
Well
so
done.
is it true, Steph, that you and your hubby make sure the kids are in bed before 7:30 each night just so you can enjoy this beautiful programming?
We do. We make them go 1 and 3 year old. We chuck them in bed.
Good on you. It's addictive,
and
isn't
we'll
it,
sit
Steph?
there and just absolutely enjoy other people's misery and pain.
All right, well, the great
Okay.
news is confirmed for the Maths cast. We've got Lucinda and Timothy. We've got Jaden Ridge. We've got Lauren. We've got Sarah, Cassandra and Tristan, and Eden and Jaden.
Steph, who would you like to sit next to?
Look, I think in that pick I'm going to go Lauren.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, go Loz. Well, her partner's not going to be there. That's the thing. So there's a lot of controversial we've been trying to get a few people. A lot of people just want to stay away from the whole experience. Lauren was the big tall one from WA.
Yeah.
The reason why her partner Jonathan isn't going, Stephanie, because there is a bit of controversy that's happening at the moment, and the final commitment ceremony, I think you will see this, but apparently Jonathan has got a bit of a wandering eye.
Steph,
Always the quiet one.
It happens to everyone. Would you consider, Steph, maybe not bringing your hubby and bringing a friend instead? And maybe I could sit you next to Jaden for a bit of how's it going?
Problem is, all my friends are married, but my husband just enjoys it. Just as
That's
much.
all right.
Maybe I'll
Steph.
put him next to Sarah.
No, don't do that. Come along and have a cocktail with us, Steph. Enjoy the night. We'll see you on Wednesday. For anyone else, Tommy, still a chance to get involved, or is that it?
No, Monday morning, 7 o'clock.
Great.
Win your invite.
Love that.
Okay. Register on the Nova Player app or online at novafm.com.au. And don't miss the final Married at First Sight commitment ceremony. It's Sunday, 7 p.m. on 9 and 9 now.
Tommy, would we consider passing the hat around, and if we raise enough money, we cut Jaden's hair?
Oh, imagine.
Needs a haircut, mate.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Both you and Jade
No,
get it
just
done
Jade.
together.
No, Jaden's got terrible hair. I've got
Why
great
don't
hair.
you do it? Because he's a very good kickboxer. Why don't you have a crack? We'll urge you to do it.
Do you reckon I just sneak up behind him, do you?
Yeah, and then we can watch him fly kick you to the head.
That's a great idea.
That is a great episode for me.
Now, that's a good night out.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Carol in Canterbury, hello.
Morning, guys. Happy Friday.
To you too. What did you want to talk about this morning?
During the week, I caught up with the podcast you guys had with Daniel Rodrigo. Now,
Daniel Ricciardo.
No, my
Ricardo.
favourite.
Sorry, Rodrigo. Ricardo.
The Spanish uncle of Daniel Ricciardo.
See, I'm all over the shop. Sorry, it's too early. It's
Isn't it,
Friday.
Carol?
Don't worry.
Let's start
Great
again.
driver,
Caught up-
Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo. I believe he's got a guilty pleasure. He likes listening to somebody. And I found it very naughty. He likes listening to Olivia Rodrigo. There we go. Now, have you guys got a guilty pleasure? I have.
What is it?
Have you?
I don't know.
Guys, I love listening to Jersey Boys. To Frankie Valley.
Oh, Frankie
Yes,
Valley.
and the Four Seasons.
Yeah, and the Four Seasons, yeah.
Well,
He was a swooner.
Do you know what? I went to a charity event yesterday, the wonderful Sony Foundation Wharf for Ward, Carol, and Phil from Human Nature was there. And Toby? No, Phil. I think it was Phil.
You called him Toby.
No, it was Phil.
But it was actually Phil.
Tom, I called him Phil. I know which one.
No,
Toby's
you told me.
Toby's the...
You said yesterday. I called him Toby.
Toby's the shorter one, mate. I know who Phil is. Phil's got
Was it Toby Rodrigo?
No. It was...
Oh, come on, boys.
No, that's not fair.
Oh.
It was Toby Ricardo. And he... you know what? There's something about those harmonies, though, isn't there, Carol? That's the point I'm trying to make here through all this madness.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, there's just something about it. The voices, how high-pitched they get up, it's just unbelievable.
What was the last...
So, boys,
Yeah.
have you got a guilty pleasure? Who do you like listening to?
Oh,
okay.
I like listening to a lot of Andre Bocelli, Carol.
Okay.
Yes.
What is what is mine, Carol? I don't know. I don't.
You like
That's a
You've got to
tough
have
one.
one.
Yeah, Fitzy, you like a lot of sort of Mozart's Fifth Symphony, don't you?
Oh, no, this is a
I couldn't
disaster.
see him doing that. No way.
Hey, Carol, I'll get back to you on that one. Let me think about it. Let's go. Let's
But
go
you
to
won't
Taylor.
Get back to her on that. I don't think you
I'm
will.
just trying to move her on. Taylor in Marsden Park. Taylor, what did you want to talk about?
Just wanted to let you guys know what I'm up to this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we're heading to the Formula One.
Oh, here we go.
You driving over for it, Taylor, or you flying?
We're driving to the airport currently.
Oh, how
Great.
exciting is that? Who's going along, Taylor?
Myself and my fiance Alex.
Party time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's sold out this year, Taylor. Who's your favourite driver? Who are you getting behind?
Lando Norris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lando
Yes,
Norris. Who does he drive for, Taylor?
McLaren.
Okay.
Jeez. And are you there for the
Yes.
3 days?
Yes, yeah, there for the 3 days. I've named my cat after Lando Norris.
Lando.
That's huge.
Lando's a great name, isn't it? It reminds me of Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. You know
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah, I love Star Wars. I'll get back to you on that one, Taylor. All right, have a great weekend.
No, you won't. Richard in Wilton. What did you want to talk about, Richard?
Morning, boys.
Good morning, Dickie Bird.
Hey, I don't know if you heard the audio or seen it on the news, but your fellow co-host Kate Ritchie, she's all over it. She went to an event, and during the event, she's pulled out the old Sally Fletcher card, started getting up doing some karaoke home and away theme song music.
I didn't see this. Have we got it in the system? Because is it Wharf to Ward yesterday? Is this
Wharf
correct?
Award, yeah.
You know we belong together. From the very first
Good effort. Now, did she do that to raise money, or what was going on?
No, she just said, "Give me the microphone, you fools. I need to sing." Hey, no, you know what she said, Fitz? It was that line from the Wanker Banker clip. She went, "You're boring me," to the people who are actually entertaining, and said, "Give me that microphone. I got a song I think everyone will enjoy."
Oh,
and she just started singing, and everyone was in shock. It was like, "Oh my god, don't tell me she's taken over
Fitz,
again."
She did it. Whip made a bet. He said, "Get up. I'll give you I'll donate $1,000 to Sony's Wharf Award if you sing the theme song." And she said, "Make it $2,000, and I'm in."
So it stung my hip pocket. All for the kids though, and Kate Ritchie was a crowd pleaser yesterday.
Good pickup, Richard.
Yeah,
well
Sony
done.
have picked her up, guys. Just quickly.
What? She signed to the label.
Yeah,
has she?
so she'll be in on Monday for an interview.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park tomorrow from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.
Sorry if you are streaming live, I apologise. I just gave Tom Ivey the one-fingered salute.
But doesn't mean what you
it means
think.
like kissing. It means good things.
Oh, buy me dinner first.
I'm gluten-free.
All right, let's keep moving on.
He's
very nice.
Hurry up. Otherwise, I'm going to start doing shout-outs.
Okay, here we go, guys. First one's an easy one.
Okay.
I have two sides. I am often heated, but I never melt or burn. What am I?
A toasty.
No.
Two sides.
No, it's not. It's not a toasty. I have two sides. I'm often heated, but I never melt or burn. What am I?
A hot water bottle.
No, Kate Ritchie, you're thinking in temperature.
Perhaps an argument?
Perhaps a conversation, discussion, or argument. Thomas Bryan. A couple of shout-outs, Tommy, coming through on the live stream.
Yeah, absolutely no one. No, we do have people there. They just aren't requesting shout-outs because they're not 10.
Anyone tuning in? Any birthday messages, Tom?
No, none. But, dude, let us know where you're listening around the world, and I promise I won't read it out.
The only reason I'm doing this is Tommy's trying to speed through riddle time, and I won't have a bar of it.
Sorry, I haven't done it, but I'm just on the comments section of the Mailey Dale at the moment.
Okay.
Just writing a few.
Rabbit hole you don't want to fall into.
What? Here we go, guys. What's a place you can never go back to, no matter how hard you try?
Your past?
No.
Well, you can in your head. I mean, we all live there, don't we?
Huh? Look forward to the future.
That's the right answer.
It's not the right answer. I have the answer. I have the correct answer in my hand, so I would know.
The beginning?
No. What's a place you can never go back to, no matter how hard you try?
Your birth?
No.
Are we on the right?
Well, that's another right answer as well,
not the
isn't
correct
it?
answer, because I can look at a photo of me being born.
Your mother's tummy?
No.
Well, that's
I mean,
the
you're going
right.
back further. If you want to end up in your dad's testicles, that's fine. If you want to end up in an itch in the old man's pants, but that's not the case.
No,
not your dad's plums.
Somewhere.
That glint in your mother's eye?
No. What's a place you can never go back to, no matter how hard you try? I told you this was a tough one, Jess, as part of the Riddle Factory.
Well, that's good. Make them
it's
think
great.
for once.
Anything coming through, Tom?
Well, actually, now the shout-outs are unfortunately rolling in.
Here we go.
Shout out to the CPS boys at Alexandria. They are plumbing away the day.
CPS boys. That's
hello,
a crazy
fellas.
website.
Respect CPS.
Jay says shout out Campbelltown, of course.
Oh, which suburb, I wonder?
Yeah, what street are you on?
Got my hair done there.
Bray's listening in Narrabeen this morning. And William all the way from Uzbekistan.
Oh, William.
It's not.
Beautiful this time of year. Keep going. I'll do the shout-outs after we solve the riddle, Whip.
What place can you never go back to, no matter how hard you try? Any idea? Any ideas?
But you can.
Who? Can what?
Okay. Oh.
What is it, Kate? And action.
A place you've never been.
Kate Ritchie.
Got it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yes, it does.
But I just thought it and thought, just say it, Kate, back yourself.
If you've never been there, it's impossible to go back to it. You're not wrong, Whip. Here we go. Last riddle, guys. What?
I know, don't worry. Don't worry, it'll all be over very soon, Fitz.
Lelga's Matt is listening in the Castle Hill School canteen this morning, guys.
Helga's Matt.
I wonder what kind of canteen it is, whether it's a fun canteen or no fun in here.
I used to love Asian Day.
Courtney says, shout out from Sydney on my 30th birthday. And big shout out to Janine, listening from my bathroom, doing my morning. I will not finish that.
Janine.
Oh, hi, Janine.
Wipe backwards. Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, father of a daughter.
You don't need to do that.
What grows up while growing down?
Somewhere that you've never been?
No, mate, that was the last one.
A tree. A tree.
No, Thomas.
Well, the roots grow down.
That is
don't
it.
they?
So that's right.
That's right. That's right.
We've had 5 right answers
No, you
so
haven't.
far.
What grows up whilst growing down?
This is clever. This is a good one. This is what I consider A-class champagne top shelf riddle time.
Growing up while
Why are we doing boring?
growing down. Is it something to do with water?
No.
The flow of water?
But often they're on water.
Boats? Jet skis?
What grows up while growing down?
A mermaid tail?
A person?
No.
Duck? Do it again.
Duck,
Let's
a
play
duck.
show.
A candle?
No,
A
it's
plant?
It's a duck. Why do you think it's a duck?
Oh, growing down.
because you went like this.
No, Jess did a quack quack.
What do you
It's
mean?
a duck. It's growing down. Feathers. It's growing down.
That is the worst riddle we've had.
You know what? Families will take that to the table tonight.
That could be the last
That
of
is
the
the
one.
best riddle. For
they
those
won't.
playing along, what grows up while growing down, like hair, feathers, a duck or a goose?
I don't think I was concentrating. All I was wondering was whether Janine had finished her morning poo.
Well, I can follow it with that Castle Hill School canteen, guys. It's the best canteen. It's
Why?
Sushi Friday.
Sushi Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's do a canteen tour of Sydney, Tom.
Absolutely. Should we get rid of Mandy, or would you like to chat
No,
with her?
I want to talk to
Okay.
Mandy. I love Mandy. Welcome from Mascot. Represent, Mandy. What's your riddle?
Good morning, guys. Can I do a big shout out to my people here who are doing a massive tick?
Doing a
Yeah,
massive
go on.
what?
Go on, Mandy.
Tick of uniforms.
Your accent
Massive
stumps
what?
me, but I thought you just did a massive tick.
Where is she?
Massive pick in Rosebery we are. We're doing a massive uniform pick. So a big shout out to them because they're
uniform
working really, really hard.
What does that
Good
mean?
work. Well done, Mandy.
Mandy, that's not a riddle. Your accent
riddle-
continues to be, but what else have you got?
My riddle is I have 6 faces, but not even one body connected.
A
Not
dice.
one body
A die. A die.
Oh,
Dice.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always great to end on a good riddle.
I thought it was an Achilles. Well done,
Find me
Mandy.
in the purse.
Thanks, Mandy.
Thanks.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Stop talking.
Sorry. As Hamish Blake said to you, but this is radio, Kate. You can't sew my lips together.
Okay. And that, just like Hamish, he always had the last word, even with his little lips sewn up.
Here's a confronting one. How long has this show been going? About 13 years? Let's be honest. And Fitzy, I probably point the finger at you the most. There's been 13 years of fairly consistent fat jokes on the big rig. Not
No,
always
no,
fat
no.
jokes, consumption jokes as well.
It's consumption jokes. What you
I celebrate
have,
consumption.
It is great entertainment to sit down at a table and watch Michael Whipfleet order food, and then just to watch his heart rate rise when it arrives at the table, and then to see him and everyone on this team. Jess, I'm looking at you with a smirk on your face as well. Everyone knows that when he annihilates that meal, it's a thing of beauty
What's a magic
to watch.
trick? It's a disappearing act.
It is. I want to jump in quickly, though, and say your excitement and joy around food, and whether that be clinkers in the office after 9 or a burrata at Todd's.
Yes.
I love we share the same heart around like the idea of seeing a fresh menu without little grubby fingerprints on it. It just gets my heart racing. And you're like that.
The simple pleasures of a curried egg sandwich, just to see him, to then see him hiccup for the next half hour because he ate it so quickly. It's just amazing to watch.
Yeah, look, I do worry there is some emotional turmoil beneath the surface, but I was worried about you yesterday because you did not eat all the cheese at the charity.
I did not eat all the cheese
function
and
luncheon.
I did not like the fact that they just threw baskets of chips onto the table, and sometimes I eat without even thinking. I know I'm enjoying it, so I know I'm really having a good time, but I'm not thinking what this next chip will do, how it will attack this beautiful temple. And like I've said to you, Kate Ritchie, I don't like to paint a picture, but don't we all, and those that carry a little bit of weight, don't we all go to bed feeling a little bit full after dinner thinking, oh, you fat bastard. And then you wake up in the morning and things have settled a little bit and you go, you're not too bad.
I know, yeah.
And what I do is in the morning, when I put deodorant on, I walk out of the bathroom because it's quite close to Francesca's room and I don't want her to hear the Brute 33 being sprayed.
Oh, you're a spray man.
And then I go into where there's a full mirror and I spray in there. And I'm looking at myself in the nude and I always go, you're all right, mate. Enjoy your lunch again today. Oh. So you rip into that because there's nothing wrong with what's looking back at you.
What a great picture. Mm-hmm. What a great picture.
I can send you one if you'd like.
Are you really fully nude when you put your deodorant on?
Yeah, all I'm wearing is deodorant. Anyway.
And a rug. Lisa's like, you're not going. Hey, put that rug down. The kids need it. It's getting cooler in the mornings.
You can't wear your doona to work. Oh, you're not. Sorry. You're just in the nude.
That rug is stunning. Oh, no, that's his shoulders.
That's my... Here's the point that I want to bring up. I went to the doctor the other day to take the kids and I said to him, hey, look, I need to have a medical, so I want to go and see the cardiologist. Can you do me a referral for Dr. Ross, right, where I go? And so he wrote the referral, and it wasn't until I got home and I had a look at the referral and I saw that he'd written, thank you for seeing Michael regarding his regular review. Full stop. New sentence. His weight remains an issue.
Oh, great. Now, even the docs are having a crack.
For who, doctor? Like, for Fitzy? Who is it?
I think maybe for the health regulators.
Who?
The people who look after the health of our nation. I'm worried about you because you brought this up at lunch yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it didn't stop you eating the chips.
Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.
I think he said Whiteman Park is a hoot. Come to EnviroFest 2024. Learn about Whiteman Park's birds and discover ways to improve your sustainability with hands-on workshops and demonstrations. Plus, there'll be market stalls, food trucks and heaps of kids' activities. EnviroFest 2024 at Whiteman Park tomorrow from 10 till 3. You'd be wise to go to whitemanpark.com.au.